In this video, we're going to be going over how many times you should be posting every single day on TikTok and how long you need to be waiting in between posting. Because right now, the two biggest mistakes that I see people make on TikTok every single day are that they're not waiting long enough in between posting, or they're waiting way too long at all and they're not posting enough so that they have a really good chance to go viral, get a ton of views, and mainly build an audience on TikTok. And honestly, it's kind of sad. November 2020 is the biggest opportunity right now to grow on social media. I want to emphasize this so much for you guys because 3 years from now, we're not going to have the same opportunity on social media where there's this much organic reach, there's this much discoverability, and you could literally get famous overnight. So I don't understand why you guys are not posting enough and why you guys are either waiting too long or not waiting long enough in between posting, because it is really simple and it's something that's going to make a huge difference when it comes to you getting the amount of views and the amount of followers that you deserve. So please make sure you stick around for the end of this video because I'm also going to be sharing with you what has happened in the latest TikTok algorithm update, because there is a full video coming for that, but I want to give you guys a little update at the end of this video. So I get dozens of DMs every single day. They go something like this: Rob, can you please check my account? Rob, my views are decreasing. Rob, my followers have increased. How can I keep that up? And the answer is almost the same for both of those. It's going to come down to how many times a day you're posting and how long you're waiting in between posts. These are two huge mistakes that creators continue to make over and over and over again on TikTok. In addition to that, there are about 4 other things that creators do wrong almost every single time. So I do have a video coming out about the top things that I see creators doing wrong on TikTok, but you can expect that later in the week. For those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Robert Benjamin and I'm the CEO of helping you grow on TikTok and Instagram. So please make sure you smash that subscribe button so you never miss another episode. And if you have any questions about anything throughout this entire video, please leave a comment below. I'm going to be answering all of the comments in the first 24 hours. Don't forget to leave your username because it's really hard for me to answer a specific question about your account if you don't do that. So when TikTok first came out, I recommended that every single person post 10 to 20 times a day. Obviously, that's not the case anymore. There's just so much more content being created on TikTok. There's more people than ever before on TikTok, which means yes, there's a bigger demand for content, but the supply has also increased because everybody has realized the discoverability and the reach that's available on this app. So everybody, your grandma, your cousins, your sister, your little brother is on this app trying to get famous because they realize that this app can literally change your life overnight. In addition to that, back in the day, you were able to post back to back and you would literally get the same amount of views. It doesn't work like that anymore. The TikTok For You page does not allow you to flood the For You page with content anymore. I literally, and my mentorship clients used to be able to post 4 or 5 times in a row, 5, 6 times a day, and it would literally flood the For You page. Somebody would be scrolling the For You page and literally see your post 4 or 5 times in a row, which really makes you stand out. In fact, that's how a lot of people found out about me, because I would literally flood the For You page and they'd be like, oh my, this guy has to know what he's talking about. He just showed up on my For You page 4 or 5 times. But it doesn't work like that anymore. You cannot flood the For You page. So I would strongly recommend that everybody waits 30 to 45 minutes in between posts. The reason being, you can't flood the For You page anymore. One person cannot see the same post over and over again. So if you're making content within one niche or for one audience, you don't want to be doing that. But there's one exception. If you are making content and it's in 2 different niches, and I'm talking it's got to be in 2 totally different niches, like there has to be a huge distinguishing factor between the 2 of them, then you can do that, but I would recommend that you don't in most cases. If you need to do that because you're at work or you're at school and that's the only way that you could get the correct amount of piece of content out, which I'll tell you how many pieces of content you need to be putting out later in the video, if that's the only way that you could do that, then I guess that's what you're going to have to do. I wouldn't do it every single day. I would only do it when you have to do it because, again, it's going to decrease the amount of views that you could get. It's going to decrease the amount of followers that you could get unless you're posting in 2 different niches. For example, if you only wait 10 minutes in between posts and both those posts are in the same niche, it's actually going to suppress your views because whoever saw the first video is not going to be eligible to see the second video. And if they're on the app, then that's kind of a wasted impression and a wasted view and somebody that you're not going to be able to reach. But if you wait that 30 to 45 minutes, you will be eligible to show them another piece of content. So that'll be better. So to make a long story short, if your posts are drastically different, go ahead, post them back to back. But I would not get in the habit of doing that because right now it is not helping your case on TikTok. Another huge factor comes into play here is what time you're posting, which has changed yet again in November. But before I get into that, please go follow this creator right here. For somebody that goes and follows them, I'm going to be giving you a shout out in my next YouTube video. All you have to do is simply go follow them and tag me in their last post. So if you don't know what the best times to post on TikTok are, generally speaking, it's from noon to 2 p.m., from 3 to 5 p.m., and then again after 8 p.m. I've been seeing a lot of creators have a lot more success in the noon to 2 p.m. slot than any other slot. The second best slot is going to be that 8 p.m. slot, but for a lot of creators, that 3 to 5 slot is working. Now, you guys need to be posting at that for your location. If you haven't heard me say it before, TikTok is an incredibly geo-focused app. So you need to be posting when people are actually on the app around you. This doesn't mean that a lot of your followers are in California, so I'm going to post in their time. Don't do that. I don't know why people do that. Don't go based on your follower analytics either. Everybody is on TikTok to reach new people to get discovered. So why would you post when your followers are online? Because then the majority of people that see your content are going to be your followers, not new people. So please don't follow those analytics, follow those posting times, or you guys need to be following the best times for your account. If you've had several videos go viral or just several videos over 10,000 views, then what I suggest you do, you take your top 10 posts from the last 7 days, make a spreadsheet, you could take out a piece of paper, you could even do it in the notes on your phone and see what time all of those were posted at, how many views they got, and then you will be able to really clearly see the best time for you to post on your TikTok account. It is very rare that you don't have the majority of the posts come within the same exact time slot. And then in addition to that, I would do that for the last 14 days and the last 28 days, but keep in mind that the last 7 days is gonna be the most accurate, but I would definitely make sure you're also testing the times from the last 14 days and the last 28 days. One other caveat there is if you're trying to reach a specific location, best way for you to do that is to actually mention the location in your TikTok, and then TikTok will push it to people in that location, in which case you're gonna wanna take into consideration the time that they are in. You can do this to reach certain cities, certain states, certain countries, so many different things. I've seen so many travel creators do this very successfully where they can actually skyrocket the amount of views that they get in a specific city if they're trying to promote a restaurant or a hotel or something like that. So if you guys want to mix that into your content, I would strongly suggest you start doing that. Or for example, I'm in Florida right now. There are so many Florida posts that go out about South Florida and North Florida, West Florida, all those different locations, and I get hit with them all because I'm in South Florida right now and because they're mentioning it in the actual TikTok video. Another thing to take into consideration is on the weekends, those posting times will change. On the weekends, I would recommend posting all day, but please take into consideration when your demographic or your audience is going to be on TikTok. For example, if you're trying to reach a 24-year-old, you're probably not gonna wanna post after 8 p.m. informational content. They're probably gonna be drunk or out with their friends, and they're not in the mind frame to consume educational content or informational content. They're in the mindset to see something funny, they're in the mindset to see something relatable, so please take into consideration the mindset that they're gonna be in during the time that they're gonna view that post. In addition, you're probably not gonna wanna post at 8 a.m. because they're probably gonna be hungover or just not awake in general and not ready to consume that content. So posting at 8 a.m. is not gonna help your case, and it's actually gonna decrease the amount of views that you get. In addition to that, with my mentorship clients, and you guys know I wanna provide you with as much value as possible, which is why I'm giving you this little tidbit. We go through and find out the best time to post on their account every 2 weeks because it's constantly changing based on consumer behavior and all of those different things. Also, whenever something happens in society, make sure you go ahead and check this. For example, we're coming out of COVID right now and we're going into a phase where people are going back to work, people are going back to school, so the posting times changed. That happened about a month ago. In addition to that, right now we're coming up on the holidays. Again, people are gonna be out of school, things like that are gonna be happening, so the posting times are going to change. When kids come home from college, the posting time is gonna change for so many of you because the majority of your audience is probably 18 to 24 years old, or maybe even younger than that. In the same case, they're gonna be out of school. And again, I cannot emphasize this enough, guys. Please do not go off of your analytics. That's one of the biggest mistakes that people are making on TikTok. In addition to that, they are not posting enough. I cannot emphasize this enough. If you wanna grow on TikTok, you don't have the followers you want, or you wanna get as many views as possible, you need to be posting at least 5 to 6 times a day. No, Karen, I do not wanna hear you say, I don't have time to do that, I don't know how you do that, I don't have ideas. All those excuses are invalid. If you don't have ideas, then you're doing something drastically wrong. You need to be stitching trending content, duetting trending content, and modeling your account after success. I don't care what niche you're in, there's so much success out there on TikTok. There's so many things to model your content off of. You should never run out of ideas. If you don't have time, you need to be, again, using stitches, using duets. Those literally take 30 seconds to make a TikTok. In addition to that, you could go through when you're on your phone, like videos that you want to stitch and duet, and then you could go into the app and actually go to your past liked videos and easily be able to find those videos so you don't have to try to scroll through TikTok or try to remember somebody's name or something crazy like that. You could just do something as simple as liking the video so that you can then go back, look at your past liked videos, do a duet of that, do a stitch of that, and boom, you have content to put out. If you're putting out 5 to 6 pieces of content a day, it should be very, very easy to do that or to record your content in advance. I don't want to hear from anybody that you don't have time to record TikTok. So you could literally record a week's worth of content in an hour, and I know you guys have an hour every single week. That being said, if you're out of that growth phase and you do not want to continue posting and you really focus on the amount of views that you get or something like that, I would recommend only posting 1 to 3 times a day and make sure it's incredibly high quality content. That being said, the majority of you guys, that doesn't apply to you. You guys need to be posting at least 5 to 6 times a day. Once you see success there, you need to up it, but I would not go past right now 10 to 12 posts a day. If you do more than that, TikTok is gonna start to look at that as spam, again, because there's just so much content being put out, so I would not exceed that amount of posts in a day. That being said, when you're making 5 to 6 posts a day, I would try to do 1 to 2 of them as reposts, 2 of them as duets, or 2 of them as stitches, or some combination of that, and then 2 of them as pieces of content that you modeled off of success elsewhere. And if you wanna do 1 or 2 pieces of content that are totally random, an idea that you wanna test, then knock yourself out and go for it. Because again, not posting enough on TikTok is one of the things that you can control, and it's one of the deciding factors on whether or not, you're gonna be that successful on TikTok. Josh Richards has said it so many times in interviews. He's like, I only grew as fast as I did because I put out as much content as I did, and look where he ended up. I'm willing to say the same exact thing, and 99.99% of my mentorship clients would say the same exact thing. I cannot emphasize this enough, guys. TikTok is the biggest opportunity right now. So many of you guys are sleeping on it. So many of you have been sleeping on it for the past year, and you guys are seeing all these other people blow up. The organic reach right now is still crazy. The discoverability is still crazy. I'm helping people go viral every single day. I'm helping people gain hundreds of thousands, millions, tens of thousands of followers through my mentorship program. So I'm telling you guys, if you're serious about growing on TikTok, you need to get into my mentorship program. If you don't grow in 30 days, I'm gonna give you your money back, no questions asked. Why can I do this? Because I can guarantee that I can get you results, because this isn't just educating you and telling you what you should do. I'm actually helping you develop your content by saying, no, keep doing that, never do that ever again. Here are some new ideas, here are some upcoming trends, make sure you're doing this, make sure you're doing that, and I'm really holding you accountable, which guarantees that you could grow. If you guys want to get into that, please go to the link in the description of this video. If not, keep watching my content. I have 2 videos right here and 2 videos right here that I really think you guys will be interested in. Thank you so much for watching this video. I cannot wait to see you in the next one.